My second guy, Keenan Allen, wide receiver 25. Another one where I just don't get it. What he's really good. Two, last year, I mean, what was it? It was a hamstring injury, I think, that just did not go away. We thought he was coming back. He never came back. We really only saw a healthy Keenan Allen for weeks 11 through 17. He was really good in that stretch. He averaged 84 yards a game, 7.5 catches on a full 17-game season. That's 128 catches for 1,400 yards, career numbers and elite, wide receiver one numbers. Mm-hmm. And that's the most recent version of him we saw. He was also almost his most efficient self we saw. It was his highest yards per route run and his highest yards per target since 2018. There was nothing except an injury. No efficiency metrics, no volume metrics, no pure fantasy production that would say you don't want him next year outside of that first half of the season, which he was injured for. But it's football. Everyone gets injured. That's just part of the game. And it's not something it's obviously not something that I expect to move into the next year. He killed it in the second half of the season. And he goes behind Mike Williams, who famously a not really good stylistic fit for Justin Herbert. Bored with Keenan Allen because he's been so good for so long that we're just whatever, lump him in. It's like the Tyler Lockett thing. Brandon Cooks, just lump him in with these wide receiver 18, 19 guys. But the second half of the year, he was a clear wide receiver one, and the offense should be better now that they're not going to be just completely dumping off every single pass to Austin Eckler and depressing Keenan Allen's ADOT. I think moving the ball farther downfield, given how low Justin Herbert's ADOT, nearly bottom of the league last year, moving the ball further downfield isn't moving it away from Keenan Allen. It's moving it more to the receivers. So I'm even not worried about that. I think the offense is going to unstagnate and Keenan Allen's going to remain elite.
I think you hit on it when you said Keenan Allen's boring. He's just boring. He's a slow slot guy. He sits down in zone coverage and he gets pelted with 13 targets a game. And so you know what you're getting, but he's not out there what do the kids say? Mossing people downfield. Okay. That's something he's never done. He will not do, but he's, especially PPR wise, he's a monster. So I agree with you that he should rise, but man, I don't know if he will.
Didn't someone take a 5'9" corner in the first round, Kyle? He might moss that guy.
Oh, Washington did.
Right, I assume Emmanuel Forbes. Yeah, you're talking about. He's really good.
Maybe he'll moss that guy. I think Keenan Allen's he's a no-brainer riser too, because Quentin Johnson arrives. Whose game does he cannibalize? No secret. It's Mike Williams, not Keenan Allen. And when it comes to injury histories, who's one of the only receivers with more concerning injury history than Keenan Allen? Mr. Michael Williams, whose back just goes out every single time Mike Williams jumps, he insists on landing directly on his back.
Some guys don't know how to fall, and we see this over and over and over again. And some guys do know how to fall. You know who knows how to fall? Justin Jefferson. That guy knows how to fall. He cannot get hurt because he falls beautifully and gracefully. I've always wanted to say this on a podcast. You know who is the worst faller of all time? I know we're talking about risers and fallers. Okay. Worst faller of all time is in the NBA. It's Zion.
Zion Williamson. Because
this guy,
Zion's body doesn't make gravitational sense.
He doesn't even try to catch himself. He gets up in the air, someone takes out his leg, and he just goes down like a sack of bricks, and with no effort to try to guard himself. It's incredible.
Some guy, Byron Buxton, famous for not knowing how to fall in Major League Baseball and just running directly into the center field wall every time he tries to make a catch. He's one of the best outfielders, of the century, and they had to make him a DH because he could not just stop plowing directly into the wall. And the final point on Keenan Allen, too, who does Justin Herbert love throwing to all the time, no matter what? And the coaches have said in the past he threw to him too much and relied on him as a crutch, and then just continued to do that after they cemented his hamstring last year. It's Keenan Allen. He just cannot stop throwing to Keenan Allen, and it's just too low, wide receiver 25. Another guy you look for reasons not to draft, but I think is going to settle much more in the 18 to 22 range.
So I don't think that Keenan Allen should be going after Drake London. I could be just simply based on volume. I like Drake London as a prospect. I like him, what he did last year. Everything points to him being efficient and good. Okay. I'm not saying that, but I mean, it's Arthur Smith's offense. There's no hope for pass volume there, and there's lots of hope for that kind of volume in the Chargers offense.